So I made the structure in the last episode, and like obviously, it's not completed, but I don't really have any ideas on what to do with it, and I don't feel like really building that much right now. I'm an idiot. I'll deal with that later. But what I was trying to say is that I don't really feel like working on this today, so I think I'm going to turn my attention to the Nether because I'm absolutely terrified of it, and I figure, hey, why not make it a little less scary? So I think that's gonna be my plan for today. Is I'm gonna try to make it like a nicer place for me to be in. So yeah, I'm gonna get started doing that. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. I made a completely new skin. Let me just remove everything so that you can take a look. I got some blue hair. I got a purple eye. Uh, yeah. So that's fun. It's gonna take a little while for me to look at my face and see a purple eye and get used to that because that's weird, but I like it. Anyways, as I was trying to say, I made some new armor. Namely, I made a chest plate and some golden boots so that I can go into the Nether without worrying about losing my elytra. And of course, the new chestplate and boots both have fire protection on, so hopefully that should keep me safe in the Nether. But yeah, I think I'm gonna like sleep the night away for no reason whatsoever. I don't actually know I want to sleep first. But then I'm gonna go into the Nether and, I don't know, see what's what and try to make things nicer. There's a blue sheep in here. That was terrifying. So right now, what I've done so far is I'm just trying to like make a little path with some guardrails so I do not fall off the edge. My eventual plan is to like spawn-proof everywhere around so that these guys, so that doesn't keep happening. But the reason why I'm building this path and like why it's angled that way is because that right there looks like another fortress. And as a matter of fact, I've been over there before. Do you see that like up and over and then tower up? That was me on my adventure earlier to get quartz, but I ended up dying that round. Anyways, but that is another fortress. And other fortresses are pretty good. I do not have like any blaze rods or blaze powder right now, so I want to be able to get over there so I can, you know, do stuff with blaze rods and blaze powder and whatnot. So that's why I'm building in that direction, vaguely. Excuse you? You don't belong here. I don't have my sword on me. I found a buried treasure map. So I'm gonna go try to find it, because that sounds fun. I now have a map of my area. It's all locked, so that's good. And I labeled it episode 17. So I think that it could be a fun idea to, like, every maybe 20 episodes or so? Like, because 17 is close enough to 20. And I figured why not do it sooner rather than later. But episode 17 is here, and so then I think I'm gonna try to do episode 40 and then 60 and whatnot. Or maybe I should just go every 17 to be weird. Do you have a preference for how often I do these? If you have... I mean, the smart thing would have been to just wait until episode 20, but oh well. Yeah, but you can see I planted some cherry trees over there, and there's all of my villager huts, and there's the roof thing. That's gonna become something else more later. And then I think that is the sugarcane farm. Those are the pumpkin and melon farms. Yeah. Yeah, you can just see it. Oh my gosh, I love this map. It's so fun. You can just see all of the stuff that I've done in one tiny spot. I mean, obviously this is not all of the stuff that I've done. I'm covering the end island in carpet, for goodness sake. And like, I'll be doing stuff in the Nether. But like, that's a lot of it. And it's really cool to see. I don't know why this is making me so happy, but it is. Lo and behold, I've realized that when I need emeralds, I need emeralds. Because I just lost my shoes, and that costs emeralds to get back. And I was gonna say I have lots of sticks. I have 3 sticks. But I can make lots of sticks. I'm gonna get around to actually making a fletching table and having a fletcher. Yeah, this feels like enough villagers for me to be able to take one. And yeah, so I'm gonna build another stand right next to the farmer for our fletching needs. Okay, for the sake of transparency, I just died and it was in a really terrible space and I didn't even know where it was. So I cheated and like used spectator and then creative mode to like get to that place and then drop me off. But I didn't like get anything for free. I didn't like replace the stuff that I lost. And I lost my sword and my shoes again. And I'm not happy about that. Okay, so I think I finished my ender grinder thingy project that I was doing in the end. I'm not very good at doing that. I'm gonna fix that someday, but that is not today. Anyways, let me show you what I do when I go into the end. First you spawn, and then you go over here. There's 2 buckets, and there's an infinite water source, so you just pop it down. So that Enderman can't spawn here. And you climb up the ladder, and you climb up again, and then there's a bunch of Endermen waiting for you right here. And then you just go boom, boom, boom. And if there's not enough close to you, then you just look at it. And then when you've killed all of the ones that are close to you, since I've carpeted so much, then there's more. So then you can just repeat. Oh, that feels good. There are definitely a few places that, like, Endermen can still spawn. I did not get to carpet everything because the end island is kind of an ugly shape. There's just, like, all these just, like, little tiny places everywhere. But, you know, I've covered enough of it in carpet so that this works. And now that the end is carpeted, I no longer need this many sheep. So let the slaughter commence. I think I have some mutton. I was trying to kill them all with my fire sword, but I have 2 swords, so that's why there's a bunch of uncooked mutton. But I'll deal with that later. But I don't think I'll have to worry about food at all for a while. Oh, by the way, I don't know, maybe I'm just an idiot, but I never knew that you could do this in survival mode. I thought it was just a creative mode thing. But like, I have some dirt in my inventory, so I middle click, and there's dirt in my hand! I never knew you could do that. But I designed this myself, and it turns out the shears are able to get back in, which is great. But wait. Oh, I picked them up. Sorry. The wool is not escaping. Don't know what to do about that. After doing some learning, I know what to do, probably. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, now that I know that hopper minecarts are a thing and how to use them, we've got an automatic wool farm for dark green wool. This is a dark green sheep, and it'll get sheared, and then it'll fall into there, and then it'll go into there. One thing that I would love to have is to be able to, like, have the not the minecart, the chest be up, like, at this level or something. Just, like, not so far down. Oh, it just worked. And now there's more wool in the chest. What I was trying to say is that I would have preferred the chest to be, like, raised up. But, like, it's not really a way to do that unless I wanted to lift a whole farm up by, like, a block or two. And I don't want to do that. I think I want to put a lid. Now there's a little roof. So I'm gonna just copy this design with all 16 colors so that we have a bunch of wool. Oh wait, there was something more that I was gonna do. So I've made a few changes. First of all, I realized that this was gonna be longer than I was expecting, so I scooched these out so that we'll actually have room to fit the farm. Second of all, I cleared out half of this hill, because it needed to go. Well, half of it needed to go. I'm planning to do something with this at some point. I don't know what, but, like, I don't want this to be a completely flat area like it is right now. But that's a future Rumble project. But the reason why I cleared out half of that hill is so that I could add 4 new spots for the farm. And so now we should have 20 spots where there's gonna be sheep going with the creating some automatic wool. And if you were gonna tell me that, hey, there's only 16 colors, why do you need 4 more spots? That is very true. The reason why I have 4 more spots that are gonna be my auxiliary sheep, I guess, I don't know what to call them, but for example, I just did a huge project where I covered the end, and for that I needed a lot of 5 different types of wool blocks. So that's what these sheep would be for, is like, then I would say, oh, now I'm gonna go in and change these sheep to be the colors that I need. So this is just if I need large amounts of wool at one time, then, like, this will just be extra sheep that'll help me get more if I need extra colors. So now I'm gonna go to the sleeping, and then I'm going to build up the rest of the farms and get the sheep in. Okay, I have finished my sheep farms. I think 2 of them just went off, which is fantastic. So we've just got all of the colors encased in their respective glasses. And yeah, I don't like moving mobs. It is not pleasant, but, you know, at least you can put them on a lead, and then they will walk. I don't know. I feel like they're better than villagers to transport, but they're certainly not fun. And then, of course, I also have these 4 sheep over here that are just like the extras. When I want to change their color, the only way to do that would probably be to just break this, possibly break this, whoopsies, but break the redstone so that, like, you can see the wool and then dye the wool a different color. But right now, I chose the colors for them for now before I put them in, just because why not? And what I've done is I did black, gray, orange, and red, because I think that would be good colors for spawn-proofing the nether bridge thing that I was working on. Speaking of that, I think that's gonna be next time, because I think we're out of time. This has been a lot done this episode. And, like, you know, maybe finishing the end project with the carpets didn't look that long for you, but it took forever for me. Like, let's just look at my statistics, shall we? Items. Let's look at items placed. So, I've placed over 9,000 of each of the 5 colors that I was working with. That's like probably over 50,000 total, because most of these are quite a bit over 9,000. So yeah, 50,000 carpets placed in the end, which is just a miserable place to be. That was not fun. That is what that took. Yeah. Oh, and so because of that, I had like a lot of extra wool and carpets left over because I didn't know exactly how much I'd need. So, and also I have carpets left over from creating all the villager stalls. So this is now my wool and carpet storage. So if I ever have extra carpets or wool of any color, they're just gonna be in here where they automatically go for the farm. So that's great. And look at this. I put these guys in recently, and there's already 3 wool in there. But yeah, that's going to be the episode for today. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I will catch you next time.